but they were looking for suggestions. I can remember one suggestion they made, which we never did, which was to look at the employee overtime. That was, for example, and I remembered it, it was a suggestion that they made out of the things that we did well and what we could do better. That was, for example, one. So yes, there was a report, and it was actually done, Jenna had the common sense to know it's good to have an outside source come in and look at you. You have an auditor, but the state offered this sort of thing. And again, it was a state organization, it wasn't MMA.
Was it divisional DLS? Was it DLS?
I think it was part of DLS, yeah.
Okay.
Clearly, though, there's a report. There is no question, but there's a physical report somewhere in the town.
Was it Division of Revenue or something like that?
Well, it might have been Division of Revenue. DLS is Division of Local Services within the
okay.
It's under
Revenue.
DOR.
Yeah.
There's DOR,
Yeah.
and then DLS is under that.
Yeah, so, but DLS would have been the most likely organization that would have sort of performed a checkup on us, basically. It's like a physical, basically. You go in, they see what you're doing. It's like a high level, like,
Health checkup.
health checkup, yeah. So I'll see if I can get my hands on that, the DLS report. So, anything else we want to talk about on the prior agenda items before we move on to correspondences and materials? And if you have anything that's not on one of those you want to talk about, we can talk about that in a second. I did get one correspondence from Mr. David Larson. He also had some questions that he suggested that we consider. And so what I'll do is,
Thanks, Dave.
I looked at those in considering the questions for me to formulate, and if people would like to have this, I can email it to you as well. I can't recall, David. We're going to circulate all the questions for people to look at to try to simplify and hone in on questions for our various chairpersons of our various boards. So. That was the only correspondence I received.
I'd like to.
You'd like to copy that?
Why don't
Sure,
you just send
sure.
it to all of us, we can either read it or not read it. I'll read it.
Upcoming meeting schedule, are we, is pretty much every other Tuesday what we've agreed upon here?
That's fine.
So that would put us, what is that, the
That's
6th? Election day.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have a problem making it here on election day?
No.
David, so you have another board meeting you chaired this evening, is that, how often was that a problem for you?
So I moved that one to Thursday night, the next one is gonna be the 8th, so sorry about that.
No, it's okay, it happens. So you get for volunteering time.
No good deed goes unpunished.
So, all right, so Tuesday, the 6th at 7:30 p.m. will be our next one. On that agenda, will be the standard.
Everyone has to come in with an I voted sticker on.
Yeah.
We'll approve the minutes. Hopefully we'll have a list of questions that I will have circulated sufficiently in advance for us to maybe take a vote on the questions. Or at least, if not take a vote, have a meaningful discussion of the questions.
And you're still gonna categorize them, you know, the general theme, so.
Yeah, so I passed out my list of questions to everyone, and I'll give you a copy as soon as I find what I do with it. And with the caveat that I know that they need to be simplified and refined.
You have to give it back. Just give it There we go. I'd just like to say, the 6th, meeting on the 6th is fine. The following meeting will be the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
That's tough for people.
I don't know, I'm just bringing it up,
I know I can't meet the Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
okay? I can be here on the Tuesday of Thanksgiving week, but I'm not sure.
I can do it.
Okay,
I foresee that I can do that as well, I don't have a problem.
okay.
That's my stuffing making night, but I can do it.
Bring it here, we'll stop while we
Okay.
talk.
Yeah,
It will
okay.
help you, yeah.
Do we get to eat some of it too?
It's a very special recipe.
You better not share it.
No, better not.
There you go.
Alright. Topics not reasonably anticipated by the chairs. I don't have anything else I want to talk about tonight.
These are great questions.
I just have a question. I know at the Board of Selectmen meeting, when they start the meeting, they say, who is recording the meeting? Is anyone recording the meeting? And we know Dick is, I don't know if that has to go into the minutes or,
So, we could add that to the minutes. I should have told David when he came in the room that the meeting's being recorded, but, typically, it's, the way the process should work is the person who's going to request to record the meeting should ask the chair, and the chair should say, respond. They can record, it's not a problem. It just so happens that Dick and I corresponded earlier via email, and so, you know, I told, basically, he asked if he could record it, I said yes, and I didn't focus on it the way I should
yeah.
have.
Well, I just thought, I didn't know if it was supposed to go in the meeting minutes or whatever.
But we know to do that. That's good, it's gonna be out there on the internet for posterity.
Hmm.
So do we have any other thoughts or questions?
Would you take a question from the observers?
Sure.
You put out 11 exhibits today, because I number them as we do a deposition. And some are identified, some weren't, some people are taking them home. What makes it easy for me, I'm on a couple of boards, and I happen to be the secretary, so I sympathize with John. And I, as a secretary, I take them, attach them to the minutes, and there are gonna be people like me asking for exhibits to the, you know. Then when you do your minutes next time, you'll have all 11 of them attached.
Well, I'm not sure we will attach them to the minutes, we definitely reference them in the minutes, because I think that's what we should do. And I say we may not attach them because some of them may be larger, you know, like, for instance, this FY 2012, just because it's on top here, report of government review committee is something that I found on the town website, so I probably won't attach this to the minutes, but I will make reference to it.
And where it's helpful is that I'm gonna be looking for them to put them in my little notebook. So I'm gonna go through the town clerk to get them from you guys, and it would be so much easier if the secretary would do that. Then we don't have to bother the town clerk.
But we don't have a secretary. Oh, we have a clerk.
It's up to you.
How would you get them how would you get them from the minutes? The minutes are going to be,
They should be published.
Should be published. Anything that was discussed here.
I'm sure Debbie will publish them.
So is it
She's
one
gonna put them all
PDF
online?
you do, like is it one
would think
PDF
so,
or is
but-
it attachments?
I wish I knew what a PDF was.
Yeah.
That would be a big help. David, help me on this one.
Right, because what that would require, Eldon, is someone to take our minutes, compile the various attachments, scan them as a PDF, and then post it online. So I don't know that I want to put that burden on Debbie or someone else at town hall.
It's so much easier instead of John
It's
writing all the
easier
questions.
it's easier for the residents, but it may not be easier for the administration.
I can tell only from doing it, it's so simple for me to say in my minutes, I'm doing a foundation, that instead of me writing everything you said, I say refer to exhibit number 8, or
Yeah.
number 9, or number 10.
Yeah, so I can show you what the minutes we just approved, and you can see at the end.
We haven't seen those yet, so.
So they're referred to there,
Yeah, so I can get these from
from,
town clerk.
they should be from the town clerk, and
Okay.
if not.
I don't mind doing that.
No,
I have 3
if
wonderful
the town
paralegals.
clerk needs to
They'll do it.
contact us because she doesn't have it, then she can
Yeah.
contact us.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me speak. I appreciate it.
just raising something. If there's something we can do that isn't odious on us to do to make the town clerk's life easier, because she gets a lot of requests for a lot of things, and if there's some way we can make it easier without it being too hard on us.
Well, what's gonna end up happening is as long as what we talk about is circulated on email to my town email address after the fact, the town clerk will have it at her fingertips.
She can just go
They should
search
be
it out of your email.
Yes.
Okay. Makes sense.
Can I just offer maybe it's more of a question. One of the things when you structure the questions you might consider is how you want to tabulate it in the future. You know, what do you want the final matrix to look like? Because you may want a series of closed-end questions, you know, where you get a definitive measurable answer, so you can put them in a matrix.
You know, or it's a sortable thing, it's almost
Correct.
like a pull-down menu, but you have versus, open-ended, you know.
Yeah, we obviously want some open-ended questions as well.
Yeah,
The other thing, and I don't
some more
know,
binary questions.
I went back and forth in my mind is whether it's better to interview just the chair, which is easy to do offline, but then you get one person's input. So on the other side, I thought, you know, if you interviewed the whole board, get on the agenda, you'd get all of their opinions, so this, I don't know the answer, so I'm throwing it out there. I see two options.
I don't think we've ruled out interviewing full boards. I think what we've discussed is we're gonna start with the chairs
Sure.
and then see how that goes, and then decide as a committee whether or not we want to interview boards at public sessions or not, or invite members of the boards to come to our meeting. Should they want
That's
to.
a good, yeah. That has a big advantage in that everybody.
We all get to, we all get to
Absolutely, that's
consider.
a good idea.
So,
To get everybody's
but then,
questions.
but if we were to do it that way, there's multiple members of multiple boards and we'll be here for 3 years.
Sort of
I
like-
sent you a copy of that March 2008 report.
Oh, great, thank you,
When I connect, it'll send.
great, thank you. I'll distribute that to everybody.
Okay.
Very efficient. Mine's in the attic. Just have to find it.
Anyone else, questions, thoughts, motions?
Should I move to end the meeting?
That's what I was hinting at, yeah?
I move to close the meeting.
One second.
All in favor, discussion? None, all in favor?
Okay.
Aye.
Go see the ball
By
game.
the third
Jordan?
Don't tell
No,
them.
I haven't looked.
Recording.